This is my husband, Charles Lewis, starting up the Nexstage system for me. We'll be filming here in a little bit of him sticking me with the needles. That's the cartilage that goes in the Nexstage. It just slides down in there. It's got 3 little hooks that you have to hook it onto to keep it secure. Just shut the door. Now he'll be hooking up the lines. Okay, there's the saline. It's hooking my line into the saline in case I need some. Turning the machine on. You'll see the bag of saline in a few minutes. It'll drop down a few cc's. It takes 15 minutes for the machine to do what it does before he can hook me up. See, there goes the saline in it. We do this 6 days a week, all except for Sunday. Sunday's my day off. I get to rest. He'll be punching my numbers in a few minutes of how much fluid he wants to take off. I'll record that. Down here's the dialysate. Let me show that to you guys. About fell over. Okay. It says, I think you can read that too good. It's bright. Oh, there we go. Barely could pull that big thing out. See? All this is dialysate. This is what cleans my system. My kidneys. This is my life support. Without it, I wouldn't make it. Right here's where it's getting the air out of the lines. You have to make sure all the air is out of the lines. No bubbles. If that goes into my system, it could give me a stroke or a heart attack. After it runs through there, he'll shake these lines real good. I'll get that on video also. There's my Lysol and stuff. You have to clean the machine before and after each use to make sure you're very sterile. You have to be very sterile with this. You have to make sure you touch no tips on the needles, no tips anywhere. If you do, you have to start the whole system over. There you see it. It's going through there. Getting that air out of there. Gets some of the air out, but he has to shake a lot of the air out. Just to be, I don't know if you all can see that, but there's air. Yeah, y'all should be able to see that. There's air running up through these lines. That's what it's doing. It's getting the air out of there. Okay. And while all the air is getting out, I'll take you around. Here's my lounge chair for the next So anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours I have to sit there. So I've got my little table here. It's got my remote. I have to take my blood pressure several times during treatment to make sure that it's not bottoming out. If it gets real low, then he has to give me some of the saline to make sure that I don't pass out on him. And here's my alcohol. I have to clean my arm and my Band-Aids. And I did have some, well, maybe it fell, betadine here. Let's see, I'm going to have to get me some more betadine. Over here's some more of my supplies. Here's where I write down my blood pressures every day and how much I'm going to pull. If my access is good, and just how fast I'm running and all that good stuff. So let me get in here. Here's some gloves. Here we go. Here's some betadine. Have to clean my arm with that. And some alcohol swabs before he can stick me with the needles. And here's some woven sponges in case I bleed a lot, which usually I don't bleed too bad, thank God. And my arm, if you all can see it, I have it wrapped up in plastic wrap because I have some numbing cream on it. And I'll take that off once the machine is done and wash it real good. And, you know, clean it with the alcohol and the betadine. And I'll show you all when he goes to stick me. So, I'll be back just in a little bit with the sticking and everything.